Hello, League. We've done it. We've fucking done it. That's 2 weeks in a row. That's more than the 0 weeks in a row that we did 2 weeks ago. I actually have a semi-full entourage here today. You see Joey maneuvering around. Say hello there, Joey.
Hello, I'm back.
And we're also joined by Christopher.
Hi.
He's very enthusiastic, and so much so that Skype didn't want to change the camera to him. So, he is here. Any who's it's we are on to week what 6?
Yes, this is week
Right.
6. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So week 5 in the book, that is what we're recapping. As you guys can see on the screen, I got the standings on here, with a shocking revelation that Chris is now in first place in the league, and it's unacceptable, and we must do everything to stop it. Thankfully, New England's defense is on the case. I'm finally back in playoff contention where I should be after, I don't want to spoil anything, but throttled Eric. We'll jump into league news. There is none. The only news is Chris is in first, and Ryan won't trade me any of his players that I want. Any newsy things going on in your guys' worlds?
Negative.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, nope.
Just besides the sad news of 1-4, Joey.
You know, life goes on.
If it
You
makes
win
you
some, you lose some. You have Julio Jones and Aaron Rodgers and DeAndre Hopkins that all decided that playing football was too hard this season.
if it makes you feel any better, you have company Benders down there with you.
I am not the only one in
You
14.
are not the only one. You do have the least amount of points scored out of you two.
Yeah, my team doesn't like to play games, so,
Negative.
it's okay.
Negative Ghost Rider. Let's see here. Where can I go to see matchups? We don't want to see week 6 because that's what's happening now. I guess we'll just start with the best match, and that's me versus Eric, I think, where Lamar Jackson needs to be benched for the rest of the season because his 3 interceptions stopped me from getting 200 points last week, and that was quite upsetting. Let's see. How can we recap this, guys? You guys have anything to say about this week, or
I didn't even see this score until as of 5 minutes ago because I'm 1-4. So I don't really have to put in a whole lot of effort to paying attention to this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You really scored almost 200 points.
I did. Philadelphia's defense scored 2 touchdowns and had 10 sacks, and that got me 35. Baby DJ Chark Doo got me 32 because he popped the fuck off. Josh Jacobs showed up against Chicago's defense, which was, I almost benched him, which would have been an atrocity. Todd Gurley fell into the end zone twice and then I guess blew out his thigh. Godwin popped off for 28. Michael Thomas popped off for 35. It was a bit much, and I'm happy it happened because Eric's team, who I'm now petitioning he changes his names to the Fighting McCaffreys, because that's pretty much all he's fucking got. Dropped 44. Yeah, Matt Ryan did pretty well too, but
Yeah, wow.
44 points out of the old CMC.
Oh, didn't you hear CMC's on the almost on the injured reserve list now because he's too tired of carrying Carolina on his entire back?
Yeah, no shit. Week 1,
Looks like
37 points. Week 2, 6 points. Week 3, 26 points. Week 4, 28 points. And week 5, 44 points.
He saw that he only scored 26 points, and then that 6 points, so he had to fix his average there and make it back to 20 points a game.
Yeah, had to bump those numbers up. Got anything to say there, Christopher? I know you've been tearing into Eric all week, but
I have been. Mm, no. There's nothing you can do. You scored a lot. He scored less.
That's
That's pretty, yeah.
real deep analysis. We'll go even deeper, and if our benches played against each other, he would have beat me by 0.52 points. 46.46 against 46.98. You almost got me, Eric. Almost.
But you
Eric,
didn't.
by the way, you're now the league record holder for the biggest blowout loss for this year. So enjoy that record. It wasn't as big as the league record, which was 90-something points that Joey did to somebody back when. So be thankful you're not forever embezzled into the thing. However, I am embezzled as the top point scorer of all time with this single game record. So, go me. What game you guys want next? What are you guys
I don't
thinking?
care.
All right. Well,
we
that's
can just do mine.
all right. We'll do yours. Where you lost to Trace and Steve. Man, where Samuel Watkins goosed. There was a goose on the other team, and you still lost.
Yeah, because even though Deshaun Watson threw like 8 touchdowns, he literally couldn't give one to DeAndre Hopkins. He gave Fuller the game of his career. Aaron Rodgers decided that running the ball on Dallas was the only thing to do.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan also threw for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns and found his Pro Bowl wide receiver for only 42 of those. The Colts figured out that if you run the ball in Kansas City, they can't throw the ball 47 times a game. So
It's amazing
They
what
didn't
happens when you don't let KC play offense.
yeah, because it's like their team's built around offense, just like the Eagles were when Andy Reid coached the Eagles or something.
Very strange.
Very strange. And then that's about it. I don't really have anything to say. Team sucks. No one wants to show up on the same week. And that's about it.
Did you pick Breida up after this match, or was he on your bench for
No,
this
I
match?
had Beretta, but I thought with T.Y. coming back, and since it was Kansas City, I thought they'd just, shoot it out.
Yeah.
That's all anyone's done to them this season. But instead, they played football.
Yeah.
So, that's why.
Trace and Steve, it's time to start Tevin Coleman. No more of Deontay Johnson. No more of that.
Yeah, what in the world are you doing? Fix that.
I'm kind of curious to see what. Yeah, and get J.J. off your bench. He's not coming back. Other than that, he's just not on a roster.
Drop Drew Brees too. You can find another quarterback.
Yeah.
Pick up Teddy Two Gloves. Like, if you're going to roster a quarterback, no one's going to grab Breeze.
Yeah, if you want
You have
that
Tom
New Orleans
Brady,
stuff.
anyways, who's still doing okay.
Not tonight. But more on that development later. Let's just go to. I guess we'll do Chris's match here, where we beat the champ. We'll let Christopher take it away here, bud. What do you got to say about throttling our ex-champion?
Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
He went insane, and that caught me off guard. I'll take it.
Yeah, I was caught off guard too, because Aaron Rodgers throws the ball all the time, and then I saw Aaron Jones get 4 touchdowns, and I went,
Yeah.
"What?
It caught us both off guard.
Alternate universe?"
It caught us both off guard watching that game. I was like, wait,
Dallas-
that's 1, that's 2, what, 3?
Yeah. He scored his 4th when you were on the shitter too.
Yeah.
What a surprise!
Dallas has a good defense. I don't know what happened that game, but was not expecting that, and I'll take it. Russell Wilson, he's been fucking crazy good this year.
He's been good
He's a
for so
monster.
long.
Yeah, he's vastly underrated.
Yeah.
It pains me to say that because Screw the Seahawks.
Hey, but we can all respect Game, and he's got game. So.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh wait, he put up a 40-point game this year for you. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't say it was for the lack of trying on Ryan's part, though. I mean, Amari Cooper
Yeah.
showed out.
Like,
Henry got a tutty.
Dak kept throwing it to Cooper, and I was like, stop it. But that didn't change.
Ryan made up the good Tyler Boyd pickup.
Yeah,
Tyler Boyd huge for him.
Tyler Boyd got that late touchdown
Yeah.
game, just put him over the edge, even though he was still having a good game.
Like just like Eric did versus you. Ryan had a good game. It's just 45 points out of Aaron Jones is unheard of.
Just hit buzzsaws, man. Yeah, Eric, I think, would Eric have beaten...
He would have beat everyone except for
Nope. No, never mind, because he wouldn't have beaten Paul, Michael, or Chris.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He would have beaten a majority of the league, though. I mean, it's not awful.
132 points still.
Yeah, it's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, there was nothing anyone could do roster-wise to really make life better. I mean, you could have started Sutton, but...
Yeah, I'm not starting him over Keenan Allen.
Or Williams, Deion Williams, whatever his name is.
Damian.
Yeah.
I mean, I would. Joe Flacco, it's the only person he's looking at outside of the tight end, Noah Fant, occasionally.
You can't expect Casey's offense to only put up 13
sputter.
points.
Yeah, dude, they're not going to sputter every week. But.
No.
Connor's finally doing something for you. You're complaining about him. He's had a couple back, not the greatest week in the world, but he did okay.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was better than like 5 points for sure.
I mean, his quarterbacks literally keep dying. You can't complain too much. He's at least still putting up double digits. So.
And the other running back they use is hurt, so I mean, that's good in theory, right? I mean,
in theory. Yeah.
Not bad for a 5th-round keeper. I mean, he's not returning a lot of value, but...
You have the sterile boy. Good for you. I didn't realize you had Lockett.
Yikes. All right. Well, we're going to dip, dodge, and dive out of that fucking conversation, and we'll go to... we'll do Hooked on a Thielen versus Stairway to 7. Actually, closer than I thought it was going to be, but a Phillip Rivers 4-point game and a Michael Evans goose egg is...
It's a sad time.
pretty hard to overcome, especially when the rest of the team does pretty well, actually. Juju got a tutty, Elliott tutty, Mac just ran over everybody, Hooper did Hooper things. He got a 2-point conversion, that's where his points came from, okay. Ingram did his thing, fell into the end zone. Tucker kicked like, Jesus. 2 40-49s and 2 20-29s. My goodness.
Oh, dude, it was a typical Baltimore afternoon for them on the offense. It was Justin Tucker offense.
No shit. Trust me, I know. I would have had 200 points if they would have fucking played proper. Let's see here. I mean, is there really anything that he could...
Garoppolo. I would be starting Garoppolo. They're undefeated.
Yeah, even
Rivers
that.
is really being consistent.
Would that have put him over? 15? Yeah, 11 points. That would have done it.
No. Actually, this is Phillips' first bad week. Never mind. I misspoke.
Yeah, no, he's been doing all right.
Yeah, he's been playing better than Jimmy G.
It was a very yucky game.
Yeah.
Let's look at Greg's side here. Anything out of line that was a stupid play?
I would have started Calvin Ridley over Brandon Cooks at this point. I think Brandon.
Hurt.
Yeah, I know, but Brandon Cooks also hasn't been really seeing the ball a whole lot.
That's also true.
And that's where it's just, I think like you'd play the upside of Ridley because all the Falcons have been doing is throwing the ball to everyone but Julio Jones. So I would have taken that chance personally. But like you can't really. I'm not gonna knock him for playing Brandon Cooks though. Like it's Brandon Cooks. He's a good player.
Yeah, it's time to drop Baker Mayfield. I think here.
Yep. Do it.
I think it's time to get rid of him.
Stream quarterbacks. Do it.
I mean, he's got Dak. Dak's not doing.
Yeah,
terrible.
you can stick Dak in there and.
He's doing better than I think Aaron Rodgers. Yep, he is. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Anything else on top of this one?
Nope.
All righty, to the last match, and thankfully another Minnesota loss. Mr. Michael versus Mr. Paul. New England's defense didn't score 20 points that week, so that's a good start for him. But Deshaun Watson, man, 41 points, man. Odell's fucking him.
Oh my God! Sorry, he has Will Fuller on his bench. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that hurts. That's.
I would have started him over. You started Robinson over. Are we watching the same league, bud?
Yeah, what do you
Like
Paul,
because
do you not watch the videos?
Yeah, I think we did tell you not to do that anymore.
Yeah, drop that dude.
he's a one hit. He's a one hit wonder.
You know what I really love? The subtext of this match, because Allen Robinson dropped 25.2 points against him, and that was the trade thing that happened in the beginning. I just wanted to highlight that so everyone could see. I'll actually physically take my mouse cursor and highlight. We'll just go across Robinson versus Robinson here. And as you can see, one number is 21 numbers smaller than the other one. But okay, enough is enough on that.
Hey, good math.
Yeah,
It's actually 20.
it's like 20. Fractionals are not for math. My Chris Carson trade seems to be working out really well for Michael, and I'm now kind of upset about that, seeing as I might be out of Todd Gurley this week, so that's not great. Sony Michel finally showed up. That's good to see.
He did.
Cooper Kupp has been an unstoppable force.
Yep.
8, 15, 27, 22, and 22.
I mean, 41 catches already.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
He's being hyper targeted.
He's being the Cooper Kupp.
Let's see. Anything else that's really... Wayne Gallman got hurt. Can't shit on you for that.
Yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't have. Yeah.
I mean, next week it's you move Sony. Well, this week I should say you move Sony to your RB2 and you put Gallup as your flex. Hopefully, we'll see that here in a minute. Actually, man, do you guys wanna do that, or you guys wanna do some transactions? You wanna take a look at the old trannies? Transactions, tranny actions.
It's not Sunday afternoon, so I'm not ready for trannies right now. But we'll look at this week's matchups.
Okay, we can do that. Just click on over here. I'm getting blown out. 11-0. We can start here. We'll just start on mine and Trace's matchup.
Every time I see that baby shark picture, dude, I lose it.
It's pretty great. It's pretty happy I found that. Because I needed a change of pace. The Mondays Night's Watch were getting blown out a little bit, so I had to switch it up.
I know. I'm about to be sold to new ownership. I haven't thought of a good team name yet, but we're working on that.
Fair enough. Ignore my Chris Herndon. I picked him up before he tore his hamstring or whatever the hell he did, so that'll be swapped out later. Half of my team is on bye, and it's hard to drop any of the people that I have on bye currently. So I've been having some issues there. I hate to say it, but I feel confident. I should win this game, in theory. Do you guys have any... Tracy, you need a new defense. I don't want to cheat you out here, but... Yeah, your defense is on bye. So I would change that. You guys have any issues with his lineup there? We got
Probably interesting to reach.
We got
Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, we need to move Jarvis over there.
Yeah, and then start Tevin Coleman in your little flex spot
Your
there.
flexi roo.
Drop J.J. We already said that, but I'm gonna say it again. Drop J.J.
Drop him.
Drop it.
Just drop him.
Drop Drew Brees. Go make some moves.
Just drop it.
Tommy Terrific's got a fumble too. What is he dying?
He's
Did
not.
something happen?
He's not doing so hot, but they're already in the red zone and scoring.
Is that what happened?
Probably. I'm gonna be monitoring the Todd Gurley thing and starting Brown in his stead if I need to. And then I'm going to pick up some garbage-ass tight end and hope something happens with that.
Good luck, because I went scouring, and it was not very
No,
nice.
it's not pretty. Oh, I guess we gotta go to the Battle of the Titans next, and that's gonna be Chris versus Paul, right? I mean, those are the two powerhouse teams right now, which I've beat one of them. Right, Chris?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
All right, Chris, break it down a little bit as you're getting throttled 19-0 for us.
Paul, you have 2 defenses. What is wrong with you? New England's gonna score 1,000,000 points, and I'm gonna lose. Hopefully Odell fucks you this week.
Again.
That's like my only chance. You got good running backs. Jimmy Graham's a touchdown or not, it seems like.
Yeah.
And hopefully Will Fuller doesn't go off again. And that's my only hope.
Dude,
Yeah.
you got the best wide receiver in the NFL, the sterilest boy in the land. He'll get you some points, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't think Devontae Adams is going to start, which sucks.
It's not worth it anyways because it's a Monday night game. You'd have to pick him or Galladay.
I would almost start Sutton over Williams.
Maybe Sutton over Lockett.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But Russ has been looking at Lockett a lot more. I think his targets have gone up every week, I think. Oh, no. They've gone down. Oh, I'm thinking of DK. My bad.
We'll see what happens.
DK's been good targets. That's right.
What are you chewing on?
This?
Yeah,
Clip.
that. Oh,
Clip.
I see. All right.
Yeah.
That's
how the season's been going. I'm chewing on shit. So
chewing on stress chewing on office supplies. Office supply chewer. That's your new team name.
What Stables wishes? Wait. What was the other place? Circuit City. Old Circuit City. Successful
Max.
Circuit City. Yeah. Something like
I'm trying to think what else. I think you stand a decent chance in this match, Chris. Dalvin Cook is gonna be a problem.
Yeah. I'm hoping Stephon Diggs is his problem this week.
Yeah.
And Odell. That's my only light at the end of the tunnel, if there is any.
He does have 2 characters there that are.
There's a good chance Houston and KC are gonna fucking
explode.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do. I need it.
I think that's a reason why to start Will Fuller. I think right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop Chicago's defense.
Yeah. Let someone else get a defense. Paul. Jesus. We'll go to Joey's match here against the boy who just got gaped. Oh, Eric.
Get bodied.
Get fucking gapped on. You want to break it down for us here, Joey? Let's hear your dreams, your aspirations, your nightmares.
I'm hoping that DeAndre Hopkins finally sees the football again. He's been targeted the same amount, but not in the red zone anymore for some reason. I'm hoping Julio Jones and Matt Ryan become best friends.
Yeah.
Best buds.
Yeah.
And they look at Julio and they go, "Hey, you deserve the football." And he goes, "I do deserve the football." I had to pick up Jared Cook. That's something.
Yeah.
Touchdown last week, right?
It's kind of upsetting because I was kind of looking at him.
I dropped his ass.
I mean, would you start Greg Olsen? There's a lot of inconsistency in that Carolina offense.
Life isn't super great, but Tampa Bay's garbage.
Very true.
I think you might want to look into starting carry on against Green Bay's run defense, I think is what it's called.
I mean, Green Bay's been stopping people for the
Not when they're running the ball at them. Right up the middle.
Not to mention, I have Green Bay's defense. I was hoping, I would not score against myself.
Jordan Howard, I think, scored like 2 touchdowns and like 130 yards on Green Bay 2 weeks ago, if I recall correctly. But that's my only gripe. I think you start. I I think you throw Carry on the flex there over Breida, but that's also tricky because Breida could pop off, but I don't know.
And the Rams have been
Awful.
not playing good.
Let's take a look at the old Eric squad, shall we? Yuck. It's all just gross. No one's playing. They're suspended. He's still carrying Kareem Hunt, man. He's in it to win it. He's going to hog that bench spot for 9 weeks.
I mean, I know he's lost, 3 spots to out people?
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Feels depressing. But, yeah, I mean, that means there's no real person to start over not starting. I guess if you find out, ooh, you don't have anyone. So here's kind of a tricky thing you got going on here. My friend that just got throttled, I'll remind you again a couple more times later, 197 points or something like that. Having DJ at a risky, questionable stage at a 1 o'clock game and you have no 1 o'clock players on your bench is not smart.
It's a bit questionable.
I think you need to drop one of these people on your bench, probably Tyrell Williams or whatever his first name is. I think that's right. And find somebody, because it's flex, so you're good there. Find somebody to put in there.
He doesn't have to drop anybody. He's got.
He could just start Jeffrey.
No, he can put AJ Green on the IR and grab somebody.
That's also true. Abuse our roster system. It's there for a reason.
Yeah. But also, I stole Chase Evans for him if DJ goes out. So
that was not kind, but I appreciate the thought. Who should we go to next? What's an interesting match that's happening? Oh, we got Greg and Ryan, or we got I think that's actually the last one, isn't it?
No, Michael and Bender.
Yeah, we'll do Michael and Bender first, and then we'll end with the champs game. Contractually obligated to call him that for the rest of the season, and that's awful.
We are.
It makes me sad, but it's only going to last this season, so that's all that matters.
Exactly. Life goes on.
Life will go on after this season. We won't have to worry about it, and Ryan can go back to drafting 3 tight ends. And if we end up doing the second tight ends flex spot, then he can run 3 tight ends right into the ground. So let's take a look here. No Golden Tate start. That can't blame me for it, but that sucks. Five receptions, 97 yards, and a touchdown. It's hard to look at. Let's see. You guys see anything that stands out bench-wise that needs to be moved around on either one of these here squads?
No. Honestly,
no,
I like
for Michael.
Not seeing too much either.
I would drop James Washington. Bender.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would somehow. I think I'd start. I might start Jordan Howard over DJ Moore
at Minnesota.
I don't know. He's gonna be. Looks like he's shaping up to be the semi-lead back.
He's the boy.
He is the boy.
On a good offense. So those are what you look for, you know.
He's had touchdowns the last 3 weeks, so he's almost guaranteed a tutty.
I don't know. It's hard to feel confident. I mean, Tampa Bay's given up so many receptions, though. Like that's actually not a bad play. That's probably the route I would go, just because of how bad Tampa Bay's secondary is.
It is an Bruce Arians secondary, so.
Well, Todd Bowles is rolling in his grave.
That too.
Oh, we're gonna know really early how you're doing. You got 2 people in that 6:30 game. By the way, NFL, fuck you, dude. 6:30 West Coast time. The hell, guys.
I'm not waking up.
Ain't got time for that.
Nope.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
It's Carolina versus. Anyways.
I got houses to look at, man. I don't got time to wake up at 6:30 for football.
NFL, we need to talk. You and Goodell, you have problems.
We need to have a talk. How do we have the England game last week, and it was like a fucking 10 o'clock
Normal
start?
time.
Yeah. And then suddenly they're like, let's go back to the 6:30 bullshit.
Let's go back to too early in the morning. Nobody wants to drink at that time unless they're alcoholics.
Yeah,
you know?
which I gotta drink later that night for D&D, so I can't do it that early.
Exactly.
I can only be so committed.
There's not enough fuel in it,
All right, let's go to the champs game. The Vanilla Gorilla. Let's take a look. Hooked on Thielen.
Who is McLaurin?
That's Scary Terry, bro.
Yeah.
Look at his stats, man. He's been popping off over there. He's the one person on the Redskins that's actually been showing up recently.
The only person on the Redskins that's done anything fantasy-wise.
I would still be starting Boyd over him.
Nope, not against Miami. They're playing against Miami. There's no fucking way. You take Robert Woods out of that roster and you put in fucking Boyd. If you're doing something like that.
I mean, Robert Woods he only had one bad week of targets. He's been targeted a shit ton.
He had one good week and that was it.
That's first week wasn't fair.
Yeah, I think you start Boyd, man. I mean, he's the only. Because what's his fuck still gone, right?
Tyreek Hill?
AJ?
AJ Green's
Yeah.
still gone. Yeah, man. Start Boyd, bro. Baltimore's secondary is okay, but.
Why do you have Hardman and Pringle? Pick one.
Yeah, pick
Ryan.
your fucking random KC pop off, because buying 2 lottery tickets is illegal.
Yeah, wait, why do you got so many lottery tickets there, bud? What are you doing? What's up with your fascination in Kansas City wide receivers? You have 4 of them.
He does have the entire
Or 3 of
KC
them,
wide
sorry.
receiving core, I think.
3 of them. I misspoke.
Baker Mayfield is still on Greg's bench. That's a thing that's happening.
Yikes.
Did everyone see that I needed a tight end and they started picking them all up? Is that what the fuck happened?
I think everyone needed one.
Christ on a stick.
I would drop Fant. Drop Noah Fant.
He just picked him up.
He's only had one. He only had 1 week where he had 1 touchdown.
I know.
No,
I was
but-
gonna start him. I was gonna pick him up and I didn't do it yet. That's
He's only
unfortunate.
gotten 30 yards because Joe Flacco can only throw the ball 5, so,
Yeah,
accurate.
it's
And even that's questionable.
problems. I guess you find out if Brandon Cooks is playing or not, and then you plug in your you plug Ridley into that spot, and you move Melvin Gordon into your flex. I think you start Melvin Gordon and
Or Marquise
Eckler.
Brown.
Would you rather have Marquise Brown?
If he plays.
Yeah,
If he plays.
if Marquise Brown plays, you play him over Ridley, I think. Both those matchups are good, though. I don't think you're going to lose out either way.
It's true.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're taking candy from the baby from both those defenses. Especially Arizona.
Very true.
Awful.
Arizona's secondary is something else.
Non-existent, I think is the word. I think I'll give this
Okay.
win to, Greg. If people fall in line and he listens to our fabulous advice, I think Greg wins this. And I also just want to see Ryan lose, if I'm being honest.
You're welcome.
Whoever's in my division needs to lose. That is all. Need
Fair,
a chance.
fair enough.
Need a chance.
Let's see. Is there anything else we need to cover? Joey, how do you feel about getting rid of kickers? And creating
Getting rid of kickers next year?
Yep, next year remove kickers and add a second wide receiver, running back, tight end flex.
I think we should just add the second wide receiver run. Blah 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 blah.
And leave kickers in there still.
Yeah, I think like the thing is for me is like I understand why you'd want to get rid of kickers. I totally can see it. Totally agree with you on it. But I feel like kickers do hold a place in fantasy and honestly save games a lot of the time and like break games a lot of the time. And like I don't think removing them's the right answer. I would be more comfortable just adding. I would honestly be more comfortable, which Ryan's not going to like, is just turning the tight end position into another flex position that you can play tight ends at.
You can.
Well,
Right?
no, like right now it's
Like
just
our
a
tight end
like, you
lock
have to
spot.
start a tight end. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have that as a lock spot for just tight ends,
Oh,
or
I see
maybe
what
we
you're
should
saying.
turn in wide receivers positions into wide receiver tight end spots so you can lock in whatever you want essentially there.
So
I don't think
essentially
removing
have
kickers-
3 tight ends. three
if you
wide
wanted
receivers.
to. Hey, if you wanted to, that's your choice. That's the draft you want to
Dude,
take.
in that format, you could run 4 tight ends, Ryan. That's
Exactly.
special.
Like be the tight end genius of the new millennium, you know? But no, I don't. I understand removing kickers, but I like the kicker position a lot. The 2 years I did win, I had a good kicker that actually won me quite a few games. And like, even with me having bad kickers, like if my kicker had just hit one more field goal, you know, it would have won me a game or two. And I like that concept because just like in real football, a kicker can make or break your game. You know, you being a Green Bay fan, you know the Crosby effect. So
Yeah.
there's that. And I like that idea. And like I think because kickers are struggling so hard right now in the NFL, weirdly enough, that I do like the fact that they're kind of a wild card and they're not just guaranteed points like they used to be. So I actually like them still for that factor.
I think if we went that route, I think we'd have to move the bench one more spot too, because that brings more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because on bye weeks, it could be an atrocity.
Oh yeah, there's way more to go into it on there and stuff like that, but it's one of those things where like I don't think removing it's the answer. I think maybe just adjusting a different position and making some more what's the word I'm trying to think of? Giving another position essentially more options. I think it's the right way to do it. More leeway or more. I can't think of the word right now, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I think maybe just tweaking like the overall roster might be the better move instead of just removing a position to add a different position. Maybe just adjusting one of the roles.
Fair enough. Well, we'll look into that as we get closer. I think obviously we'll hold all the shit to a vote like we always do. Since the last time I took executive power, it caused a problem. Yeah, but on that, I think that about covers it. You guys have anything else to any more wisdom to imbue as we end this?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know. Or we're gonna skip transactions. I mean, nothing really crazy happened this week.
Yeah,
I'd say transaction wise. I'd say the last thing. I just made a move and grabbed Winston, dropped Brissett. Just did some roster shifting.
Jacoby's free.
Jacoby's free?
Yeah. New England's on their way to 20 points.
Yeah.
Good luck, Chris. You have anything else to say?
Eric, do better.
And on that wonderful tidbit of knowledge and wisdom, we'll end tonight. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, or whenever you're watching this or listening. And now I've ruined the outro.